Team awesome. Team awesome. Team awesome. Team. Team awesome. Biology explorers. Team awesome. Duckles and Costello. Team awesome. Team awesome.
Oh, hey there! You startled me.
I didn't know you guys were coming over today.
Hey, what are you reading?
Well, Cliff, I'm reading about the Tundra. Can you say that? Tundra?
Awesome! But wait, what's the Tundra?
Well, I could tell you, or... Whoa. Here we are in the Tundra.
The northernmost biome next to the taiga.
It consists of northern Alaska, Canada,
and Siberia. But wait, doesn't tundra sound like Tunturia? The Finnish word for treeless plain?
That's absolutely correct. The tundra is the coldest biome, with low biotic diversity and a simple vegetation structure. It has a short season of growth and reproduction, lasting only 50 to 60 days. On average, the tundra only has 15 to 25 centimeters of precipitation a year.
And the winters can get as cold as negative 34 degrees Celsius, with the summers reaching 3 to 12 degrees Celsius.
Tundra
Is
awesome
because
it's
like
a
tropical
vacation
in
the
ocean. Wow, under this layer of ground seems like a solid layer of something else.
That's called permafrost. It's a permanently frozen layer of subsoil consisting of gravel and other fine materials. It prevents water drainage, making bogs, marshes, and ponds abundant. It also prevents deep root vegetation from growing.
Eric Massa, 2006, Congress.
Yeah!
Why? These plants look like they've adapted to the environment of the tundra.
That's right. There are over 1,700 plants that live in the tundra, including shrubs,
Grasses,
mosses,
flowers,
lichens,
and shrubs.
and liverworts. The plants are usually short and grouped together to resist low temperatures, sweeping winds, snowfall, and poor soil.
These flowers are able to use photosynthesis at low temperatures and low light. They reproduce through budding because of no flowering because of the low biodiversity.
The plants tend to be furry and have a wax-like coat to resist cold and wind. They don't shed their dead leaves to help insulate their newly budding offspring.
The woolly lousewort uses a wax to trap heat like a greenhouse.
Like a greenhouse!
The Tundra is awesome! The Tundra is awesome!
Although the tundra has a large energy source and nutrient pool, it still has low biotic diversity, but there are still tons of animals adapted to living in its environment. The insects in the tundra include moths, flies, Arctic bumblebees, and mosquitoes.
The Arctic bumblebee has a dense hair to slow its heat loss, and it can shiver its flight muscles to maintain a steady temperature from 20 to 30 degrees above air temp.
Wow!
The tundra is also home to many fish, including cod, flatfish, salmon, and trout.
One adaptation is seen in the Alaska blackfish, which uses a chemical to lower the freezing temperature of cell fluids.
Going up.
I love the tundra. Oh, biodiversity. Lots of animal adaptations and plant adaptations that are interesting.
The tundra has a wide range of birds including ravens, falcons, snow buttons, loons, muins, sandpipers, terns, and gulls, who all have extra feathers or fat fur for insulation. For example, the ptarmigan has feathers on its feet for insulation and thus creating a snowshoe effect. Birds, along with other mammals, migrate during the snowy season, leading to large population escalations.
Smaller animals tend to use camouflage to protect themselves, like the hare, which is white in the winter and brown in the summer. Aren't you, buddy?
Mammals tend to be born with fully developed hair and eyes, so they can mature quickly during the short growing season. Aren't you, buddy?
Other herbivores include lemmings, caribou, ox, and squirrels.
1, 2, 3.
Tundra! Smaller herbivores tend to migrate or hibernate during the colder winter tundra season.
Wow.
Large animals seem to have small appendages and thick hides to retain heat.
Guess what, Cliff?
What?
Muskox tend to lie with their backs or sides to the wind and find shelters areas to hide like slopes during storms to protect themselves from the cold.
That's awesome! Carnivores include foxes, wolves, bears, and wolverines.
They tend to have more endurance and more speed to hunt down scarce prey.
For example, the wolverine can travel up to 40 miles in one day in search of food.
There are few reptiles and amphibians in the tundra due to the cold.
That's fascinating. Looks like we have to go.
But we'll never make it back to the clubhouse in time. Unless... Well, we certainly had a fun time today.
We learned a lot about the tundra, biodiversity, and other fun things.
All the animals that live there have strange adaptations that help them survive in a cold and windy environment.
You can't forget about the plant adaptations.
Hey Cliff, what are we doing next week? Next week, we're talking about the desert. Bye!